Hello everybody, welcome back. I've got a little apology to make at the fact that I have seen a comment but I can't reply to it and I can't actually see it, so I've only seen half of it and read half of it, but thank you so much for subscribing and thanks for adding me on MyFitnessPal. I've added you back. I do want to reply to you and thank you and stuff like that, but I can't read the whole of your message, and if I click on my video I can't actually see your comment at the bottom. And if I go onto like my YouTube studio, which says it should have all the comments on, I can't see it there either. So I'm hoping it's something that will sort itself out. Or I'm going to go onto our desktop upstairs, but that'll only be at weekend because my husband works from home, so I don't have access to that during the week, really. So plus I'm looking after my daughter a lot. I apologise if you can hear her. She's not crying at the moment, but she might do halfway through the video, and she's not asleep yet. It's one of them nights. One of them nights where it's 10 o'clock and she's not settling, and she's just really hungry, and fed her so much today and she's just not settling. I think she's going for a growth spurt. But yeah, so it's one of them days. So yeah, so I wanted to say that I do want to reply to you. I do want to say thank you and stuff like that, but I can't physically do it because I can't see the comments on it and stuff like that, but thank you anyway. Today's been a little bit of a weird day. So Rosie's been screaming a lot, just at nothing, just at her toys when she's frustrated, and it hurts. It's like one of those piercing screams. You go up to her and she starts smiling at you and you're like, oh, what was wrong with you? But I think some of it's hunger. I think I found that out. She started to scream when she's a bit hungry, which is something I don't want her to carry on doing, so I need to discourage that a little bit, I think, nip that in the bud. But yeah, so she's been doing that a lot today, and it's with earache. It doesn't really help when you got a top of her lung kind of scream. And I really feel sorry for my neighbour because we're in a semi-detached house and her wall's right next to this wall in our living room, and I could hear her scream echo around the house, so I'm more than sure that she could hear her, and I'm really sorry. I mean, like, I feel so bad. I can't do anything though. She's just developed this scream that I will eventually discourage, but I don't know how to. My first time mum, trying to figure it out. So yes, so she decided to do that today. Quite annoying, but you know, can't help it. Try to play with her, she still screams through it. She actually screams in delight as well. It's a double-edged sword. She screams when she's hungry, and then she screams when she's excited and happy. But I think a lot of children do that anyway. I don't think it's anything absurd or anything like that. So I went back to my doctor about my ear. Also had my smear test, annual one. You know, one of those things that women just do. Well, it's a choice, but you know, we did. So, and they checked my ear again, and I said I still can't hear. I'm still got pain. It is a little bit reduced, but it's kind of stagnated at the same level now, and I don't really want to go on for much longer. So, and she had a look, and she was like, "Oh well, it's red, but it's not like, you know, I can't really see anything wrong with your like eardrum and stuff. So I don't know why it'd be muffled and things. So I don't know." And then I was on about like I had my cultures done and stuff like that, and she had a look and she was like, "Oh yeah, it looks like the infection hasn't cleared up, so we'll give you some new eardrops. I'll do your prescription to go and get them now, so you can start them tonight." And I was like, "Oh great." So I go to the pharmacy and they're like, "We don't have it in." I was like, "Great," just like me. And they were like, "Oh, we can I have your phone number? We'll ring you when you get it in." And I was like, "Well, when's that going to be?" And she was like, "Maybe tomorrow." And I was like, "Maybe." Please make it tomorrow. So yeah, so apparently if they can't get it in, they'll ring another pharmacy and see if they've got it in, but I don't know what would happen if they don't have it in. I've probably got a longer wait, so I just got to wait for them to call, hopefully tomorrow. So yeah, so that's basically been my day. Went to Tesco, got some stuff, some boring stuff. Don't know why, but apparently you can't buy formula and get money off formula. I don't know why. I want to say it's like something about protecting breastfeeding and stuff and discouraging the use of formula, because I know that is a thing, but I formula feed my daughter because I don't have a supply. She was in the neonatal unit for 4 months, and I had to express for them 4 months, and it is not the best way. It's hard, it's difficult, you're stuck to a pump. You can't go anywhere, you can't do anything, you're stuck to a pump. And she wasn't very effective at breastfeeding because of her heart condition either, and she'd get very tired, and then I'd get tired, and then she'd want feeding every 10 minutes, but then she'd get tired and she kept losing weight. So as they say, a fed baby is better than not fed. So in the end we just went to formula. I mean, she was 6 months by the time we went on to formula, so she was exclusively breastfed for 6 months. So we got there eventually, but you know, I have nothing against people that don't choose to breastfeed. It is difficult. It is. Well, it was for me. And I know my mum struggled with me as well, so there's that. So yeah, but I just find it a bit strange that you can get money off nappies, and you can get money off like, you know, the weaning foods like the purees, but you can't get it off formula. So I went to Tesco, filled my car up, the normal boring life stuff. So my Fitbit, I did walk to my doctor's, I walked back, and then I took my Fitbit off because eczema. Eczema is everywhere. The straps really irritate my hands at the moment, so I can only wear them for so long, and then I've got to take them off. But my walk to and from the doctor's gave me 8,667 steps, which isn't bad. So I've done 8 floors. I've probably done more than 10. No, I know I've done more than 10 because I've been running up and downstairs for the past 10 minutes. But I've not been wearing my Fitbit, so it's not going to count it. So I've done 51 minutes of exercise. That's me walking to and from the doctor's. Here you can see at 6:03, that is my walk from back home. And then there's a 4:58, which is my walk to. So you can see them on there. So yeah, so that's my Fitbit data for today. I feel a bit guilty. And it's a situation we couldn't really avoid, but I couldn't think of it any other way. And I couldn't, my weighing scales died, and my husband's adamant that we're not getting another one because we can fix this one and all that stuff. But it means I couldn't weigh out my tea, and I was really upset about it. So I've had to guesstimate. I could be very wrong with the guesstimation. So it is what it is. So I'm saying that, I'm putting that out there. I guesstimated my tea. So, yes. So on my fitness pal, I've got 54 calories remaining, not going to bother with them. So I have my normal tea. I had some super noodles for lunch. They were quite filling actually, and I know they're quite calorific, but it was filling. I felt quite satisfied afterwards, and a tube of Smarties just because. Dinner, I had a chicken quarter-pounder burger, frozen ones, and some chips. I know not the healthiest thing, and my light mayonnaise at the bottom. That is not actually the light one. Just figured that out. I need to change that one because it's the lighter one. It's the lighter than light one. And then for my snacks, Cosmic Whip and Walker's Crisps. So yeah, again, not the best in terms of, you know, fat and stuff like that. I'm still trying to figure that stuff out. I will get there. Today I think it's more out of necessity than anything else. I've also got a phone call saying that Rosie is going to go into London next week, we think. We've been waiting for Great Ormond Street to get back to us about her surgery. And they said they'll send us a letter 3 weeks ago. Never heard back, so I got hold of cardiology nurses and I was like, look, what's happening? We need to know. It's 2 hours away. My husband works. I'm uncomfortable driving in London because London's awful for driving. We need to know. And they were like, oh, we'll speak to him, he's in today. Well, this was like 2 days ago. It was like, he's in on Thursday. So I spoke to him and they were on about an appointment next week. But that's all I got, and that's all the information I have. I mean, they're trying the best, to be fair. I mean, the nurses were great, they were really good, and they did get me answers and things like that, but I need to know more. I can't do anything, I can't plan anything. I've got things planned for next week. I've got a bank appointment to make her own bank account with, that we've got some money from a christening, and we want to put that into a bank account until she's 18. We've got like, she's got an appointment at the hospital. She's got her RSV vaccinations, what's antibodies, so that she doesn't get too ill if she gets that. So I mean, we need to know, because we need to swap and change things around if we need to. Also my meal plans, but that's like a lesser thing. I also get the feeling we'll have to go twice, because she hasn't had a pre-op, and surely she doesn't have a pre-op on the same day as a surgery. Yeah, so it's all up in the air a bit, and it's really annoying me. But I'm hoping to get answers soon. Hopefully get something tomorrow. Apparently we're meant to get a phone call from Gosh, so I'm waiting for that. I haven't got one yet, but waiting for it. But apparently we've been told maybe next week. So yeah, we're waiting for that. Also, don't know if you know, but is Neonatal Intensive Care Unit Awareness Month this month. So I have decided to release my video of Rosie's journey, like her birth, my pregnancy, and how she's doing now, kind of thing. All of that is included in this story. It's very long. I apologise now. It's like 50 minutes long, but it's a very long story, very long, very complicated, and I wanted to make sure everything was in it. It's unedited, so there's no pictures of her and stuff in there, and simply because I haven't had the time. I might put one of her pictures up as a thumbnail from when she was just born, like the day she was born, and you can see how tiny she was and how ill she was. But I don't want to put any more pictures in that, just because it gets a bit triggering for people. Like I get triggered sometimes by things, like I get flashbacks and stuff like that to that time, and even going to the hospital, I can't go near the maternity ward. It just brings back too many memories, and I can't do it. I just have like a mini breakdown. So yeah, so that's gonna come out tonight, I think, tonight or tomorrow. It is uploaded. I'm waiting for it to process, because it's 50 minutes long, it take all day to upload. Don't know how long it's going to take to process. It's privately set at the moment, so I can set it to public whenever. So it'll probably be tonight, maybe tomorrow. It depends on the processing speed. So that's on the cards. I will make a cancer video, maybe, I think March is Kidney Cancer Awareness Month. I might do it then. I don't know. Not yet though. But yeah, so I'm releasing my NICU one. So that should be up shortly. So please check that out if you wish to. I mean, it's not everyone's cup of tea. It is a bit upsetting, and not a lot of people, like, I've heard it helps people. It's helped my neighbour who they weren't sure whether their baby would come early. He didn't. He came on time, and he's lovely. He's doing really well. But it really helped her to see Rosie and how she's doing now and stuff like that, and it helped calm her. So it will help certain people, but other people it won't, especially if they've had a NICU experience of their own. But it's out there, you know. You need to make people aware of stuff and how it affects people and things like that. Because people do say stuff to you when you've got like a little baby, like a premature baby, and it hurts you. And it's like, you know, like, oh, they're so tiny and stuff like that. And I was like, well, you should have seen her when she was born. She were tiny then, you know. She's gained a lot of weight since then. And there are comments that people don't mean to be, they don't mean it to be taken in offence and things like that, or upsetting, but it does. And I think part of that is to make people aware of that too. So yeah, I can hear her screaming in the background, so I'm going to cut this off, because otherwise she's just going to carry on. You're just going to hear her scream all the way through this video. So yeah, so I'm going to upload that video tonight, hopefully, maybe tomorrow. If you wish to add me on a Fitbit on my fitness pal, I will link that down below. If you wish to subscribe to me and join me on my journey, mainly a diet journey, sometimes a lifestyle journey, please subscribe, and thank you to my 2 subscribers. I've already subscribed. Really nice. Nice of you. Yeah, I don't know what I'm expecting from this. But yes, but thank you, and I hope to see you again tomorrow or at some point. Alright, Thank you. Bye bye.